Okay. What is up, everybody? It is the best spot, Kidsmoove, and I haven't done one of these in a while. It's a review. This is a review of Uncharted: Lost Legacy. Got to pick it up over the weekend, finished it up earlier today, and I'm going to do this possibly without spoiling anything other than early gameplay of the game. So, Uncharted Lost Legacy. You guys know my history of Uncharted, going back to the crushing streams that I've done. I have a profound respect and interest in games such as Uncharted and Tomb Raider, so I could not wait to get my hands on Uncharted Lost Legacy and jump right into it. So first thing I do want to point out to you, this was first supposed to be some sort of like a small expansion, possibly a DLC, but Naughty Dog, as development continued on this, it made it bigger than what it was supposed to be. So now it's its own standalone title. It's only about $40, and it packs a real punch. You know, this game, it's like, can they do an Uncharted game without the likes of, you know, a Nathan Drake being the main star or anything like that? So it was curious to see him to pull it off, to see, will it still be an Uncharted game? Will it be something different? And all in all, to be brutally honest, it is an Uncharted game. Now, as always, the game does look beautiful. Playing it on the PlayStation 4 Pro. There's no really advertised enhancement, but Digital Foundry confirmed that it's running at 1440p or whatever, and whatnot. But it looks great. Only thing I have, not really an issue, but I did really notice is it's more of like the pixels popping in and out sometimes when like they switch from like the gameplay to the cutscene and everything's enhanced, and you can see kind of like the whole pixels in the face and whatnot. Not really a problem. As far as the overall game does get us, it feels, I gotta put in Uncharted 4, but it does feel like there's some sort of slight bump as far as visuals go when it comes to Lost Legacy versus Uncharted 4. There is some visual pump in that, and that could be based off of the location that you're in. This game takes place somewhere in India. That's all I can say. You know what I mean? It does take some elements from Uncharted 4. You guys know my complaints with Uncharted. It's a whole lot of climbing. This game has a lot of climbing, but it's not where I feel like it's a climbing simulator. This game has nice pacing. The pacing, this game's pacing versus the pacing that was found in Uncharted 4 was the pacing in Uncharted 4, I feel like at times were too slow, where it was just climbing, and then you'll have chapters where it's just shooting. And this game, it's a nice balance of both. They slow it down when it needs to, but they keep stuff going to keep you interested and to keep the story going. They do a good job at telling the story without stopping you from playing and progressing. They have done that in previous Uncharted games and other games where they're trying to tell a story while you're in action, but they slow you down. They do not do this in this game. Now, this game is somewhat open world, and I say somewhat because in the early part of the game, you kind of have this whole area available to you, and you can attack different puzzles in their own respective order and whatnot. Well, in no order at all, actually. You can go about it that way. So some may choose, some may not to. But the game, as you progress, doesn't stay that way. So it's not like this whole open world game throughout the duration of the game. Once you hit like a certain chapter, I won't reveal, it's kind of Uncharted again, where everything is kind of really controlled environments, controlled like path and whatnot. So, and what you're seeing here is one of the driving scenes, which nobody should be surprised. Uncharted 4 was praised for its amazing driving scene. That makes a return in Lost Legacy. So I really was just pretty much playing around with it, doing what I did in Uncharted 4, and it looks like they wanted to bring that back with a bang and add even more to it. So I'm not even showing you what a portion, not even a good portion of what they'll be introducing. But that type of thing, they'll be adding some things to do. They got some other cool elements. If you thought that whole thing with Nathan Drake in Uncharted 4 was cool, with the whole slinging off the cars and whatnot, what they have you do in some of these missions, they take it up a notch. That I promised to myself that I won't show because I didn't want to spoil anything from anyone. So this, what you're seeing right now, is not really a big deal. If you played Uncharted 4, you pretty much did something like this. But as far as the story is great. It's decent. This is not your atypical, you know, Uncharted experience. It's not very long, and it wasn't designated to be. I think this is probably not much longer than the first Uncharted. I think this Uncharted and Uncharted 1 probably like the same time in length. You could probably beat it in a day or two. But it is fun. It is extremely fun. I had more fun with this game than I did with Uncharted 4. So I'm looking forward to doing another playthrough. I already know which parts I'm going to very struggle with on crushing. But I look forward to doing that as well. But as far as the game itself and my overall thoughts on it, the game looks good. The game's not going to get ugly over time, so Naughty Dog gets a win with that. The story's great, good enough where you could see where this could have been like DLC, but you could see where they added a lot to it, and what they did and what they presented to you and what they're giving to you in this $40 package is actually really valuable. This could easily, if this was another developer, if they didn't name this thing Uncharted, this could be sold as a $60 game, no questions asked. So my personal thoughts on this game, and if I had to give this game a review, let me throw my score of what I would rate this game. My score of this game would be, can I grab my bingo? Yeah. Uncharted Lost Legacy, 8.5 out of 10. Like I said, game is great. It's nicely paced. The action's good. My thing was, I think, to give you guys any sort of issues going on with this game, it's not really issues, just my personal pet peeves. I feel like the game starts you off as a semi-open world and kind of stops it once you get deeper into the game. And I feel like because it's an open world, or trying to present an open world aspect to it, you're gonna spend a lot of time in the vehicle. And believe it or not, that was probably my least favorite part of Uncharted 4, was driving all over the place. So instead of climbing a whole lot in Lost Legacy, you'll be driving a whole lot in Lost Legacy. But you'll find that the game, if you're an Uncharted fan, you're probably gonna love this game. If you're just, want something new, you need that action adventure game, it is a pretty good game. Uncharted Lost Legacy, worth every dollar that it costs. $40, 8.5 out of 10. Hope you guys enjoy, and check out my other videos. Hit that like button, that subscribe button, and I hope I didn't spoil anything for anyone. This is Kidsmoove. I am the best spot, and I'm out of here. Good night. Thanks for joining this live review. Let me know if you like it. If I should do more of these. Maybe not. I'm just happy I didn't fuck this one up. Alright guys. Peace.